Welcome back, students. In a previous video we have seen that the two dispersion types, that are the range and the mean deviation. In this video we are going to see the next dispersion type, that are the standard deviation. Let's see what is meant by standard deviation. Mean deviation I have explained what is a mean deviation. Mean deviation is nothing but the deviation from the central value, that is known as a mean deviation. Standard deviation, that are the same concept. It is defined as the square root of a mean of a square deviation from that mean distribution. It express distribution original score, that are denoted by the sigma or S. That are the actual definition of a standard deviation. Standard deviation I have from the starting first chapter I have explained. Some definition we have to remember by using formula. That is a one type of a concept that can remember with the help of a formula. Let's see what is a formula. When we solving problem I will explain. For that, before that we have to remember square root of a mean deviation. Square root of a mean deviation, that are considered as a standard deviation. Let's see merit and the demerits. It summarizes in a one figure of the deviation of a large distribution from a mean. It means that there is a large distribution of a mean that can be summarized in a one figure. It indicates whether the variation difference of individual from mean. Variation, that means difference from the individual mean. It indicates difference of a individual mean. It helps to calculating the standard error. It helps to finding the suitable size of sample for the valid conclusion. The standard deviation is the best measure of a variation, because standard deviation is the best variation measurement of a mathematical and the mathematical and statistics characteristics. It is possible to calculate combined standard deviation two or more groups. Standard deviation is the most prominent use for the statistical work. Demerit, as compared to other measure, it is difficult to compute. It is not understood by the common man. It gives more weight to extreme atoms less than whose near the mean. Its calculation is difficult. It involves many mathematical models and processes. That are the concept and the demerit and the merit. Merit, that means advantages, and the demerit, that means disadvantages. Let's see steps involving solving the problem. Calculate first mean. Any type of data are given, we have to calculate mean. Then we have to calculate the dx. Okay, then we have to calculate the dx square. Then we have to calculate the square root of a dx square by the total number of observation. Let's see one problem, how can we solve it. First, data are given. First step, that is calculate the mean. Inside there are the mean has calculated by the summation of all observation divided by total observation, that is 22.75. okay, x bar that are given. Then we have calculate the dx, that is mean the deviation of a mean. How it calculate? First 10, that is our variable or the x value, and the mean, that is 22.75, and easily calculated. Okay, that means 162.5. Each value we have to calculate. Then that value are occurring. For example, in a first value there is a 12.75. in the next table we have to square them, that is known as a dx square. Okay, after the squaring that we have to do summation of all that atoms square and finally put into value. What is our value? That is a square root of dx square divided by total number of observation, and we get a value that are the square root of 64.43. that value is 8.02. that is a group data solving problem. That are the simple problem. Then we have calculate the next type of problem, that is ungroup data. First you calculate the x dx square f into dx square and the square root of a summation of a dx square divided by the total number of observation. Same method, but only one difference, we have to calculate the f into dx square. Let's see, data are given, frequency and the variable. Then we have to calculate the fx. Why we need to calculate fx? If ungrouped data given, if ungrouped data are given, for that purpose there is a calculating the mean, they having the separate formula, that is known as a fx. For that purpose fx will be calculated. After that deviation is calculated. How deviation is calculated? Simple, calculating the mean each frequency each object minus mean. Okay, there is 7.9, that are the 7.9 that are the mean. Seven that are the variable and the 9.55 that are the mean, and we are subtracting that value and we get a 2.55 same value. And after that we have square them, that is a dx square, that is a 6.50. After the squaring then we have calculate one more column, that is a f into dx square. F means frequency 13 into 6.15. After that we have calculating the our formula, that is the square root of dx square, that is a f dx square divided by the summation of a frequency, that is a 90, and we get a value of our problem. It is a solving for you, that problem are given. You can calculate easily. Same process, that means there is a open end problem. Open end, same concept are given. Instead of a x value, in previous problem x value are given, we have calculate the x value. Which are the x value? That is a midpoint. And after the calculating the midpoint, first calculate the frequency, then midpoint, then fx, then dx, that is the deviation, dx square, f into dx square. Same formula are given. Only one difference in open end classes, that are the we have calculate the mid value considering the x value. That are the concept of standard deviation. I hope you are understanding the concept of a standard deviation. Next concept see in a next lecture. Thank you.